Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and today I'm doing a video for a company. I've done some videos, a couple of videos before for them, for their brand, and this is a brand new product that's different than their others. The brand is called Solely, Solely, and this is their 100% veggie pasta, and also I will have a link below to their website so you could check out all that they offer. So it's very unique. So here it is in the box, and I'll tell you all about it, and then I have it kind of pre-assembled. I'm going to make something with it. So this is one whole organic spaghetti squash. So it's very interesting. So and I'll tell you all about it because there's a lot of information to share. So it's 85% less carbs and calories than traditional pasta. It's only 30 calories per serving. It's naturally gluten-free. It's non-GMO, Project Verified, USDA organic. It's a 1.76 ounce package. It's just one ingredient, and that is spaghetti squash. And it's easy to prepare. Just add to boiling water and cook until tender, or you can do it the cold method, and I'll tell you about that because that's what I did. And it makes 4 servings and 1 full serving of vegetables per portion. What else to tell you? It's also kosher. So it says a spaghetti that's actually good for you. So that's the thing. If you want to make a quick spaghetti and you don't have time to cook something up, you don't want to use traditional pasta, or you want to do something a little faster. So this is something interesting. And I've never tried this before, so again, this is like a brand new one for me. So it says it's from the farm to the plate. Their spaghetti squash is picked fresh at their solely certified organic farms. They have their own certified organic farm. I believe that's in Mexico. And after baking, the squash is hand cut and oven dried to make it easy to prepare at home. So it says spaghetti squash is a simple and healthy alternative to pasta. Just add your favorite recipe and serve. You can store it in the pantry because it's non-perishable, and it's a convenient and healthy option. And you can make a dish, like they say, with tomato and basil, and I have like a tomato sauce combination, sour cream. I'll tell you all about that, how I'm going to do it. And then they have ideas. You can go on their website. So it does also say that it's made in a facility that processes soy, peanuts, and tree nuts, just in case you know. And there could be an occasional seed or shell fragment in it, so be aware of that. And to tell you a little bit more about it, so there are 4 servings per container. Now, when I'll show you the package, it kind of is in these little nests, what they call like little chunks of them together. It's interesting. So that's what a spaghetti. I don't have an actual real spaghetti squash to show you. I actually had one that I just used, but that's what it looks like. It's a yellowish color when you buy it in the store. Serving size is a half a cup. It's very low in calories. Like I said, it's 30 calories. It is high in potassium, 10%, calcium and iron, 2%. Protein even 2 grams, so that's interesting. And dietary fiber 2 grams, etc. So that's just some information. Here also it says about replacing your carbs. So their oven dried spaghetti squash is an answer to carb filled pastas if you don't want that, because it's very low in carbs. It's only 6 grams of carbs. And then if you do like the net carbs, people, if you know what that is you take the fiber minus the carbs minus the fiber, then you get the net carbs. So it's 2 fiber and it's 6 carbs, so then you get 4 net carbs. As a result. Like it says, you can use it like any way you make pasta, tossing it with sauteed vegetables, with your own tomato sauce, and different things like I'm going to do, and I'll show you that. So they're comparing, like they have on the package, comparing like the carbs of a grain pasta to the squash. So it's 41 usually, and this is only 6 calories. It's very low too. Normally 200. This is only 30 calories and no fat. So that's that information. Finally, one thing they always make a promise is they have clean food. We use the whole and simple ingredients listed on the front. They never add sugars, preservatives, or additives of any kind. Again, this is just, like I say, one ingredient. That's why they have the hand here that shows just one. So there's 2 ways that you can prepare it. There's the hot water preparation where you boil it for about 5 minutes, etc., and then you run it under cold water, and you combine it with whatever you want to combine it with. Then there's the cold water preparation, and that's what I did. And I will show it to you in just a minute after I finish here. And so for the cold pasta salad, there's no cooking required. You just soak it in a large bowl of water and leave in the refrigerator for 2 hours to rehydrate, and then add your ingredients. You pour out the water. Imagine you don't necessarily use the water. Now, my question would be, if you aren't going to use the whole pasta up, because it's a lot, like for one person like me, whether you can put that back in the fridge if you take off some that you need, and you can, reuse it the next day. I don't know as far as once it's soaked, if it's okay to do that. So that's a good question. Maybe I'll run that by somebody at the company, and they could answer that for me, and then I can include that underneath the video. So I'm going to open this up just to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you the soaked. Once the pasta is soaked, I'll show you what that looks like, because I've done that. So here is, I'm going to open the package just so you see what it looks like. So I don't know if I could show you that. See, it looks like these little nests of the squash. It kind of combines. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. So that's what it looks like in the package. I'll take it a little bit further back so in the light it looks a little funnier. So that's what it looks like. And when I smelled it, it smelled like it was like, you know, sun dry. I think they say sun dry, oven dry. So, and I didn't try it in the dried state, but that's something you could try actually and see if it has what it tastes like. I don't know if it's something you should do or try, but it's something you can think of doing. So now I'm going to show you, just as I put this out of the way, I can show you what the pasta looks like once it's soaked. And just excuse me for being out of the camera for just a moment, and I'm going to show that to you. So this is after it is soaked, and I'm going to take a fork and pull some out so you could actually see that. So that's what the pasta looks like, and I'm going to actually try it because I haven't tried it yet and see what I think. And that's with nothing on it. Definitely tastes like squash. It's definitely different than when you make it yourself from the squash. It's more, it has a lighter yellow color, and this one has more of a darker one. So, which is okay. It's not that it's anything wrong with that. It just, and it tastes pretty good. It tastes like a squash. So what I wanted to show you then, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to make with it. So I'm going to put some, I have a bowl here, so you're not going to see the bowl right now, but then I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some in a bowl, not all of it because that's a lot. That's actually the whole package. So, you know, there's also the option of, I would think is if you didn't want to use the whole package and soak it, you could take just some out that you're going to use and then put that in a Ziploc bag, you know, in a resealable bag, and then use it another time. I could have done that too. I just didn't think of it because this is a lot. And I probably will put it in the fridge and hopefully it'll hold up. Maybe I'll have the rest of it tomorrow because it is quite a bit. So I'm just going to put some in a bowl here. I have a smaller bowl. And then, just pardon me for just a moment while I show you the other things I'm going to use here. So I have some in a bowl right here. Just not too much of an amount for right now. And then what I'm going to do is, I showed you a video, I believe it was the week before now, for this sour cream, this Kite sour cream. I turned it the right way. And so I'm going to put some sour cream on that, which is something different to use on a pasta. So I'm going to add some of that. Put some of that in there. I'll take a dollop or a scoop, as we say. And then I'll mix it up too. I have some chopsticks, so I can mix that up. Excuse me while I was licking some off the spoon there. It's actually really tasty. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I also have this brand that I did a video of as well. It's the Eden Crushed Tomatoes, and this one has onion, garlic, and basil. So I thought that would be nice to add as well. So I'm going to put that in the bowl so it'll also give it a nice reddish color. And then that's the crushed tomatoes. It looks like tomato sauce. It's actually really nice. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that up first. Oops, did I spill a little? You can see what I'm doing off the camera here. I spilled a little. It's okay. Time to clean up afterwards. Put that down here. So what I'm going to do now with my chopsticks is mix the sour cream together with the tomato. Here, I could show you that in the camera. And mix that into the pasta. Now, that would be something fun to do. No one's probably ever thought of using sour cream in a pasta, but it does make a nice sauce together with the tomato, really nice. And then I'll have some toppings for it, and I'm going to show you in just a moment what I'm going to do. So that's how it looks now with the tomato, and you can't really see the sour cream. It's kind of mixed in already, but it kind of will give it a nice flavor. And then I also have here some, this is a product I reviewed many years ago. It's the Coconut Secret Raw Coconut Vinegar. Thought that would give it a nice little flavor as well. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Not too much, just sprinkle. Well, I'll show you in the camera so you see that. Just sprinkle just a little bit. Not too much because it is kind of strong if you're not used to the strong flavor like that. And then I have this. This is not what's in the container, but it's a container I've reused. And it's something called Nori Flakes, N-O-R-I. And it's from a brand called Raw Nori, and I'll include that below. It's a really nice company, and I just started getting their products, and it's a really good product. So it's a Nori Flakes. So I'm pouring a little bit in there so it has a blackish color. So it'll give a little bit of a different color. I'm not putting too much right now because I don't want to make it all black. So I'll show you that in just a moment, what that looks like. So that's the Nori Flakes. I'm just going to mix that in a little bit. And then what else I'm going to add, just as a little topping, I have a couple of things here on a plate that I already cut, so excuse me for just a moment. I have some cilantro. Shout out to my mom, cilantro, yes, one of my favorites. And then also some jicama. If you never had jicama before, it's really nice. So jicama kind of has a sweet, crunchy taste, and I eat it raw. So this is, I cut them up into pieces. So I'm going to put some of that in the bowl. You can't see it right now, but I will show it to you in just a moment. And take a handful of the cilantro and put that down for right now. And then I'm going to mix that in and then give it a taste and see how we like it. I'm just going to show you how that all looks all together in the bowl. Just mix it up a little bit. Try to mix the cilantro in so it doesn't take over the whole pasta, but just to get the idea. So there you go. There's the cilantro and the jicama. So I'm going to take a little taste and see what we got. It's actually really nice. Now you can add other seasonings you want. Nutritional yeast, other kinds of seaweed like powders, like there's dulse powder, there's kelp powder if you like that. You know, you could do other things if you don't want to use sour cream. There's also another yogurt. Kite makes a nice Greek style yogurt. You could use that instead as well. Trying to think what other things you could put in here. I mean, you could do, like they were saying in the package, sauteed vegetables. But I did this as a cold salad, so. But it does taste nice. And I didn't put in that much vinegar, so it's nice if you like it a little stronger. Or you like to use other things, you know, like Coconut Secret also makes a coconut Aminos, which is like soy sauce, but it's with the coconut. So that's another option, or balsamic vinegar. It just depends what you like in a, you know, in a pasta. So this is actually really nice. I could definitely eat it, but not that whole bowl that I soaked. So like I said, another option could be to just soak a smaller amount. Like I said, it has about 6 different kind of what they call nests, so maybe a couple of them would be enough for a meal, because it is quite satisfying when you have that. So I will definitely be enjoying this, and I hope you will definitely try it out yourself. So let me get the package again to show you one more time. So this is the solely 100% veggie pasta, one whole organic spaghetti squash in this package. So I hope you will try them out, and I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.